Hi, my name is Daisy Kaya, and should parents lie about fictional characters such as Santa Claus, the Easter Bunny, the Tooth Fairy, and etc.? I don't think it's okay to lie about Santa or any fictional character. This is because personally, I want to build like a positive relationship with my child. Like I want them to be able to trust me, come to me, and ask me anything, and for me to be as honest as I can about what they ask me or like how knowledgeable I am about the questions that they ask me to my best extent. So the reason why I think this is important is because of not only does believing in Santa have to do with like toys and like wish lists, but it also puts like children into doubt, I would say, because I remember when I first started working at the daycare, I was probably like 17 years old. And working at a daycare, I saw a lot of things. Like I saw children who were less fortunate than others. I actually had one little girl in particular that I will always remember that she lived in a shelter, and when her favorite holiday was Christmas, like any other little kid, they love Santa. And she had made this wish list of what she wanted. And when she didn't receive nothing from that list, she was very disappointed and she was upset with herself and even questioning herself, like, why didn't she get a gift? Like, was she a bad kid? Just like bringing self-doubt to herself. And to a point that when her little sister was able to talk, so I will say her sister was like 2, 3, and we had done an activity where you cut up pictures from a magazine and you just paste them on a paper to like what exactly you want for Christmas. And she got so upset because she was right off telling her like Santa's not real, and she was crying. And I explained to her that Santa isn't real, it's a fictional character. So the reason why she didn't get anything in her list wasn't because she was not a good kid. It was because he's not real, and like parents take that role as Santa Claus because they want children to be happy and look for that excitement. But she she was like upset yet understanding at the same time, because she understood that her mom got her what she could and what she was able to afford, and she knew that she loved her. So it wasn't hard, but she was kind of upset that she was lied to, because now she had like, you could say, some sort of trust issues with knowing what's real, what's not. So I just remember her asking back and forth like, is the Tooth Fairy real? Is just all these fictional characters. So I think telling a lie to a child is bad because you want to model good behavior. And the thing with modeling good behavior, you get it back. So if I model good behavior, I'm mostly gonna know that that child is gonna be honest with me. It's not gonna try to be dishonest with me, even if it's a little white lie, because that's what people try to think, that lies are okay when it's a little white lie, and it's not, because you want the child to build like that honesty bond with you, and also like you want them to know that they could confide in you. And that's important because you want them to be aware of what's fictional and what's not fictional too. Like you want them to have real expectations of life, not build these fictional, non-realistic goals. um and I feel like when you do that, you encourage a child to be more confident and secure of themselves, rather than me having them believe in something fictional. Then when you tell them the truth, like they're hurt, and they start to like kind of have like no really sense of what to believe in. But it's kind of like life too, because when you're told Santa is real at a young age, because I was told Santa was real, and I remember like finding my parents with all the gifts in the closet saying from Santa. It was kind of disappointing, but it was also in a way like, oh wow, like they care, you know, they tried to get me at least one thing out of the list that I asked for. And I think that's what parents tend to do, is like that one time in the year they try to give their child at least one or two things out of the list that they asked for. And they just try to like bring that imagination for kids. But it'll really suck at the end, because if that child is going to school saying they believe in Santa and another child is telling them it's not real, then when they come home, they will feel themselves like embarrassed, or like, why didn't you tell me the truth? Like, let's say for example, like Paul's mom told him the truth when he asked, why couldn't you tell me the truth? So I think if you want to lie about it, it's okay, as long as when they are kind of ready or know how to ask a question, you shouldn't not tell them the truth. Like if you think it's cute and innocent, like I think it's cute and innocent at first when they're little, and if they should like believe in Santa is cute. But then, like I said, like my whole perspective and everything changed once the little girl thought that she was not a good kid. So then I was like, wow, like I don't know how to feel about it, but I wouldn't lie to them, because I don't want them to expect the unexpected, or like, what if I'm not able to give that to them? So I would just go off with the truth. But if you do want to lie, just make sure like it's when they're little, I guess, because once they're ready to like reason it out, if asking you if it's real, if Santa's real or not, then there's no point of you lying. Like you should just be straight forward to them, and also explain to them why that you lied, I guess. But I would just go off with telling them the fictional character storyline, and it's up to them if they want to believe in them or not. So I would leave that choice for them, but in my behalf, I would be telling them the truth. So yeah, that's my opinion on fictional characters.